Ford has redesigned the all-new Explorer inside, outside, and under the hood for 2020. I'm going to tell you all you need to know coming right up. What's up, what's up? It's your main man, Relly Rails. We are back with another review where I do the legwork so you don't have to. First, do me a solid and click the subscribe button down below. Hit that like icon and smash that notification bell so you'll be notified of all future videos coming from the channel. We're gonna have a lot more reviews coming, so definitely stay tuned for that. Now let's get to it. Today, we're gonna talk about the all-new redesigned 2020 Ford Explorer. We're gonna get into all the trim models, the new drivetrain, and every ounce of new technology that they're putting in the 2020 Ford Explorer. And I gotta kind of admit, they kind of exceeded my expectations a little bit with a lot of the new things going into the 2020 Ford Explorer. Now, let's jump into the trim levels and see which one might be the best fit for you. The Explorer for 2020 will be coming in 4 different trim levels. Coming in at the base model, you got the XLT, which is probably gonna run you around $36,135. Next, stepping it up, you're gonna have the Limited, which is gonna put you around about just a little over $48,000. And if you wanna get into the, I guess you could say the Sport Edition, which is the ST trim, you're looking at around 55 grand. And then you got the top of the top of the top of the top of the trims, which is the Platinum Edition, and that's gonna run you about 58K. First, we're gonna dive into the XLT model. Now, the XLT model is the base model. Like I said, it's gonna run you around $36,000. Everything that you have in the XLT will be in all of the other models, but it may be stepped up a grade or two. Just looking at the base of the XLT, you're gonna get seating for 7. And with that optional 3rd row seating, you can fold that down to make more room in the cargo space, which is gonna give you about 87.8 cubic feet of cargo space. Gotta have cargo space, right? Now, some standard features that's gonna be on the XLT would be things like the Class 3 tow package. And the Class 3 tow package consists of things like a frame-mounted hitch, trailer connectors, engine oil cooler, and a cargo management system. And with this new Explorer, with that 3rd row, you're gonna get the option to go with the 50-50 split, or you'll be able to get the 40-20-40 split. They're also gonna throw in the floor liners. You get the intelligent 4-wheel drive, which we're gonna talk about a little bit more, and also the Ford Comfort package. Now, the XLT also comes with the 18-inch 5-spoke aluminum wheel. And of course, they're gonna wrap those in some all-season tires for you. But maybe people like me, you know what I mean, that wanna step it up a little bit, we're gonna opt for that 20-inch wheel that they also have available. In the interior, you're gonna get the tri-zone temperature control, as well as the auxiliary climate control. When it comes to comfort and convenience, you're gonna have things like the Easy Fuel capless filler. I love that on my car. I have a Dodge Charger. I love it. It's amazing. You won't ever forget to put your cap back on. It has the intelligent access with the push button start and the reverse sensing system. And that's going to be across the board on all trim models. Looking at the entertainment system, you're going to have things like the Ford Pass Connect system, dual 2nd row smart charging USB, Sirius XM radio, 4G LTE hotspot. Like, what's better than having your car be a hotspot? Not like the hotspot to be, but I'm just messing with you. As well as AM FM radio with a 6-speaker sound system. And you can opt for the voice activated navigation system, which I think would be a good look. Now, we're gonna be looking into the seats. Like I told you before, you can opt for the different splits. Now, in the 2nd row, you are gonna get the captain's chairs with the power fold assist. So you ain't got to be struggling, trying to fold the seats. Just hit the button, they fold right on in. In the XLT, it will come with cloth seating, which, like I said, in everything in this vehicle, you can upgrade. You also can get the pass-through 2nd console. So the console is right there in the middle. As you can see, you don't have to, navigate around the back. You can just step right across. And standard in the 3rd row, you're gonna get the 50-50 split, but you can option for the 40-20-40. I like that, 40-20-40, I ain't talking about, we're talking about seats. Now, step into the exterior of the 2020 Ford Explorer XLT edition. You're gonna get auto lamp LED with automatic low and high beam. And of course, you gotta have that Ford signature lighting that you see on all of their vehicles. Like, when there's an F-250 coming down the road, because you got the square lights. I call them the C lights. But the Ford Explorer has its own signature light. You're gonna get LED tail lamps in the rear. And one of my favorite new things, in technology with the cars, you know, the power lift gate. So you don't have to, you know, worry about lifting the tailgate up. And also they got a little another incentive to the tailgate back there. We're gonna talk about that in the other trim models, but you know, you get the power lift gate in the back in the XLT. You're also gonna get LED fog lamps with rain sensing wipers, so you don't have to worry about, oh man, the rain speeding up, slowing down, got to keep trying to match the speed, you know what I'm saying? You got the rain sensing wipers, so that's pretty cool. Now it's time to dive into some of the safety features for the all-new 2020 Ford Explorer XLT edition. You're gonna get advanced track with roll stability control, front passenger knee airbags, and for people over 6 foot, those might be important, you know what I mean? Because if your knees jammed up on the console, you know what I mean, and you know, God forbid something happens, you want to have some airbags down there to protect those knees. You dig what I'm saying? You have a safety canopy system as well as the SOS post-crash alert system, which we know that means if you get an accident, Ford automatically, you know, the system automatically calls emergency response and everything like that. So if you may be incapacitated after an accident, you won't have to worry about that. They'll know, they'll come get you, come rescue you, you know, get you where you need to go. And I also wanted to point out a few security features that come with the XLT. Of course, there are not as many as the higher trim models, but you do get a few. You get a perimeter alarm, keyless and illuminated entry, a keyless entry pad. You always see those on the Fords. That's what, you know, Fords are known for. I think they perfected that system, you know, so that's theirs. You always see it on the driver's side door. And a passive anti-security system. Now, with those standard features on the XLT, we're gonna dive into the higher trims to see what we're gonna be adding to 2020 Ford Explorer. Redesigned, reconfigured, looking good, the whole nine. Now let's hit the limited edition. Now with the limited edition, you're looking at seating for 6, and you know, you're still gonna have the same amount of cargo space once you fold that third row down. Some key features in the limited that's gonna be available are, you get a hybrid powertrain that can get you about 450 miles per tank, you dig? So for all of my green people out there, could you imagine having an SUV? You get 450 per tank, you know what I'm saying? With that hybrid powertrain in there, that's a good look for it. You get the intelligent 4-wheel drive. Now that's gonna give you about 5,000 pounds of towing ability. Leather seats with some nice accent stitching is coming in this one. And then you also get the terrain management system, which you can go from snow to mud to, you know, whatever it may be, slippery conditions, you know, you can just configure it to get the maximum ride out of your ride. Now, when I mentioned that 4-wheel drive, that intelligent 4-wheel drive, now remember the Limited is gonna come standard with 3-wheel drive, but you have the upgrade ability for the intelligent 4-wheel drive, which I would recommend. And the wheels that are gonna come standard on the limited edition will be the 20-inch aluminum base wheels. Now for comfort, you know, this is one of my areas I like to dig into. We're gonna throw at you a couple things, you know, that we're gonna step it up from the XLT model, and you're gonna get things like the power tilt telescopic steering wheel, ambient lighting. You know, you gotta have your little ambiance in there, you know, a little lighting and, you know, on the door handles, and I think they put them around the cup holders and stuff like that. So it's a, you know, pretty sweet touch, you know, when you're stepping up to the limited to get the ambient lighting. And also you get the wireless charging system. I think that's one of the best things they've started putting in vehicles as of lately. You just drop your phone in there. You don't have to plug anything up, just drop it in there. It'll charge, so when you get to where you're going, you're gonna be on 100% battery, and you're gonna be good to go to do what you gotta do. Now, let's dive into the entertainment center. You're gonna get the new B&O sound system by Bang & Olufsen. Looking at that sound system, you could tell nothing but premium sound comes out. And if you also, you look at, you know, previous other YouTube videos about those sound systems, you should definitely dive into that. I mean, those are some great sound systems that they are putting into the new Ford Explorer for 2020. And step into the exterior of the limited model, you're gonna get a few dress-up parts. All right, we're gonna step into the exterior portion of the truck. We'll step out to the exterior portion of the truck, rather. You're gonna get dual chrome tips. They're gonna go along, you know, just adds a touch of class to the new Explorer. You're gonna get the hands-free foot-activated liftgate. That's what I was talking about earlier when I said they had an addition to the liftgate. So if your hands are full, you come up with groceries, all you gotta do is swipe your foot underneath, and the liftgate's gonna lift up for you. Then you just hit the button, bring it right back down. Easy peasy, dig? And also you get the rear sensing wipers. So now you got the front sensing wipers, and you got the rear sensing wipers, and all your wipers are sensing what's going on with the weather, and they just, you know, handling business for you. You know, I've seen it on the front before, but I've never seen it on the back, so I thought it was pretty cool for Ford to put that on the new Explorer for 2020. Now let's jump into the ST. Now I know some of you say, oh man, he's going pretty quick. You know, I don't want to try and hold you too long. I like to give you, you know, the gist of what's going on, so that way you can get the info and you know just about what you want to get when you head to the dealership, and then the Ford dealerships can actually, you know, hone in on all of the details. But I want you to get pointed. I want to point you in the right direction of what you need to be looking for when you get out there. So let's jump right into it. So now, like I said, on the ST trim, you're gonna get the option of a 3.0 liter EcoBoost in this. And you know, when you say EcoBoost, you're talking turbos, you dig what I'm saying? Yep, turbo, SUV. You know, but you know, it's a pretty cool engine. Ford's been doing really good with the EcoBoost. That's gonna generate about 365 horsepower along with 380 pound-foot of torque. And then you can get the twin panel moonroof. You know what I mean? Just look at all that roof back there. Like, you know what I mean? That twin panel roof, that's a definite must nowadays, you know what I mean? Because it just opens up the whole cylinder, makes your car feel like it's just, you know, wide open with the road, you know? So I would have to get that twin panel moonroof. And then you can get that signature ST interior. You see the ST logo on the seats right there, premium leather. Just, I mean, I would have to go with that. In my opinion, that would be the interior that I would go with if I got the ST edition. And with the ST, like I said, it's the more sporty edition. You can even step up the wheels again on that one, so you can go to a 21-inch wheel on the ST edition. Now we're gonna dive into the fourth and final trim level for the new Explorer for 2020, and you know Ford always has the Platinum Edition. That's right, we're gonna talk Platinum Edition in the new 2020 Explorer. Amazing vehicle. I'm sure the pictures don't do it any justice, so I can't wait to get out there and actually get a hands-on review for you guys and drop it on the channel. Now, the key features with the Platinum Edition will be the Premium Technology Package. Now, I need the Premium Technology Package. I would probably get it put in the ST model. Like I said, I think the ST model is more my speed, but you get that Premium Technology Package, which is going to give you things like multi-contour seats with active motion, a 10.1 LCD screen with swipe capabilities, and a 980 watt 14 speaker B&O system. Gotta be the best system out there for SUV right now. And some other key features of the Platinum are the terrain management system and the intelligent four-wheel drive. Coming standard will be a 20-inch machine bright face wheel. Power folding third row, gotta have that. Just hit the button, let it fall. You know, you ain't gotta be back there, you know, trying to manhandle it. The pass-through second row console, which is very convenient. Now you get quad chrome tips, so you're talking about 4 tips, 2 on each side, looking pretty aggressive from the rear end. You get a nice aluminum grille with a satin finish, and you also get the body color door handles. So I know everybody's like, yeah, you told us about all the cosmetic stuff. What about the engines that's gonna be in the new 2020 Explorer? Well, you know what, I got you. You're gonna have 3 new engine options for the Explorer in 2020. You're gonna start with a 2.3 liter EcoBoost inline 4. That's gonna generate about 300 horsepower and about 310 pound-foot of torque. Then you're gonna step it up to the 3.0 liter EcoBoost V6, and it's gonna give you an amazing 400 horsepower and about 415 pound-foot of torque. And with the Platinum Edition, it's gonna be slightly lower. You're gonna get about 365 horsepower with about 380 pound-foot of torque. So for those that aren't too familiar with the EcoBoost and the hybrids and stuff like that, you gotta think of it like this. You know, most the EcoBoosts are turbocharged engines, and when you start talking about the hybrid and you know the regular, you're talking about like naturally aspirated engines. Overall, I think Ford did a pretty good job. They didn't reinvent the wheel, so to speak, but they, you know, just did some upgrades, implemented some new things to the new Explorer. I think they did a pretty good job. They didn't do too much or too little. They kind of hit the nail right on the head. I'm definitely looking forward to getting my hands on one of these. Like I said, for the channel, I'm gonna work some things out so I can bring it right here for you guys. Well, this has been another review with your main man, Relly Rails, while I do the leg work so you don't have to. I'm gonna go do the research and I'm gonna condense it down to you so you can just hop on YouTube, hit the channel, and you can get everything you need to know, you know what I'm saying, to get you pointed in the right direction at the dealership. Before you go, do me a solid. hit that subscribe button, smash that like icon and that notification bell. Hey, please, please, please share this with your friends and your family, everybody follow you, so that we can get this channel moving through YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm new. I appreciate everybody. We're up to about 425 subscribers, so we're on the way. Well, I hope you received some very good info about the new Explorer for 2020 from Ford. If you have any questions about this Explorer, or you know some things that I haven't talked about in this video, please drop it down in the comments. Once again, it's your main man, Relly Rails. Always 100, always solid.